Hey everyone, Scott Radigan here, and this week I want to share with you how we have saved probably $60,000, $70,000 in potential HIPAA fines just based on having a good quality working knowledge of both having the website terms and conditions on our website, on multiple websites, in the case of my wife, her practice, and now Functional Lawyer, and then knowing what's in it. That is really more important. So I've always said that forms or documents or templates, they're just tools. They're no better than a stethoscope or a more advanced tool if you don't know how to use it correctly. So let's jump right in and get right to the point. So this week, I got what looks to me as very quickly like spam, but to those of you who don't know as much about the law and what's inside your terms and conditions on your website, to the extent you have a terms and conditions policy on your website at all, it might be a little bit more convincing. And I'll read it to you because it does sound a little bit convincing and scary. So it came through the form, the Contact Us form on my webpage, and that's come through on my wife's practice contact page as well. But it says, hello, your website or a website that your organization hosts is violating the copyright protected images owned by our company. And they claim to be from Intuit Inc., which Intuit is the maker of QuickBooks and a lot of other software that you probably know and use and trust every day. So legitimate company name lends credibility to it. It says, take a look at this doc with the hyperlinks. So doc is shortened from document. So that's one key. It says, take a look at this doc with the hyperlinks to our images you utilized at functionallawyer.com and our earlier publications to find the evidence of our copyrights. Download it right now and check this out for yourself. Then they leave a very long naked link, which is kind of funny because they cloaked a few links later. And I broke all these up. I'll put all the full text of this below, but the link is very long, lots of just numbers and letters. It doesn't even say intuit.com or anything like that. It says, I do think that you intentionally infringed our legal rights under 17 USC section 101 and following, and can be liable for statutory damages as high as $140,000 as set forth in section 504 of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Only one of those four words were capitalized. Normally they all four are. DMCA. This message is official notification. I demand the removal, and it kind of goes on. It says, I hereby affirm I'm certified to act on behalf of the owner, exclusive right that is presumably infringed. Best regard. He gives his name, legal officer, Intuit Inc. Now, I knew to delete this right away because I knew what was in the terms and conditions on my site, and I knew what the Digital Millennium Copyright Act requires of people who are making requests for takedown notices. So there's a lot of technical steps that people have to follow, and that's outlined in the terms and conditions on my site. So when this first happened, the very first time, I knew to at least check that, and I emailed the person back, or they left an email the first time. So I emailed them back separately. I didn't click on any of their links, and I said, hi, thanks for your DMCA notice. Please check our terms and conditions for the steps to follow, and send me screen shares and not any links or anything like that. I'd be happy to hear from you. And when I tried to do that, the email address came back as undeliverable. So I no longer respond. And any person that purports to be a legal officer will know to go look at the terms and conditions for who to contact via email and how, and what needs to be in that takedown request. So usually it requires a signature, physical or digital, an ID of the copyrighted work, so identifying it, information reasonably sufficient to permit me to contact the complaining party. So in this case, he needs to give me his phone number, email address, maybe a mailing address, and a few other things. So there's a few other things in there. If you don't have a terms and conditions, you might not know this. You might click on the links. You might be savvy enough not to click on the links, but it might keep you up at night. So just another reason, some people ask me, Why do I need terms and conditions? Well, this is one reason, among others. They limit your liability significantly, but only if you know what's in them. Do you have one on your website? Or at least you know where to check to go find them. Now, people ask me where to place them. You put them in the footer of your website, the global footer that shows up on every page, and you just link to the text on a static standalone page that says yourcompany.com/terms and conditions. And it's as simple as that. We have a template at Functional Lawyer for both terms and conditions and privacy policy. If you're a medical professional, we suggest a website disclaimer as well, and we have that. That's all available in the website bundle, but purchasing these things one time or getting them from a reputable source, such as your attorney in your state, can save you down the road. It's, cliche, but you may say these things to your patients all the time, like a stitch in time saves 9, or an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Same thing here. You don't want spyware, you don't want malware on your computer, and you definitely don't want that to lead to HIPAA breaches as well, which can add up very, very quickly. So if you don't know what a terms and conditions is, I suggest you look into it. If I don't recommend you steal it from somebody else's website, because it won't be written for you or for medical professionals in general. I wouldn't steal it from other medical professionals either, because you don't know where they're getting it from. So it's a very small investment to get it. You can get it from me, or like I said, another trusted source. Don't steal it from somebody else. And that's it for this week. So protecting yourself in your practice is pretty simple if you just know where to look and what tools to use and how to use them. If you've got questions, as always, reach out to me. Please, if you made it this far in the video, please hit subscribe and like the video. And if someone else needs to hear this, please share it with them. And until next time, have a great day.